Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching Teen Wolf. This is episode 14 of season 6. Hopefully, guys, enjoying the series so far. So, last episode we had the craziness of Gerard Argent back, and he is in full swing, mate. He's going after the supernaturals, the werewolves. He's finally attacked and killed one of them, mate. Literally, R.I.P. to Brett, because he was on the run all episode, you know. He was wounded and pretty much he had no chance today, let's be honest. Gerard's such a strategist. He forced him down into the cellars, into the sewers, whatever you want to call it. He knew that he was going to go down there. It was booby trapped up left, right and centre, mate. No messing about. You know, the teacher was down there. He was telling her, she was trying to like go after him. He was like, be smart, be strategic, you know. We're not here just to take one out. We're here to take them all out. Scott and Leah was down there as well. So was obviously Brett's sister and Liam. They was trying to find him. There was a few times he was close calls, but, you know, none of them actually got seen. Now, Brett's sister ended up tripping a wire and Scott ended up getting taken out, mate. Literally, he got a big, massive pull right through his stomach. Loads of, like, I don't know, metal spikes all over it. He looked in a bad way. They had to split up, you know, two one way. Scott and Leah was sat on the floor in another direction. You know, Liam had to split from obviously Brett and his sister once he was found. Luckily, he was found, you know, everything was looking well for them. And then what happened, mate? The smoke started coming through the tunnels. Gerard's put his plan in motion. You know, Brett and his sister, they bounced there trying to get out. Liam said that he's going to go and try and hold them off. He doesn't know how many's there. He didn't know it was Gerard, didn't know it was the teacher. He just knew that whoever it was, he was going to try and pose enough of a distraction so that Brett could get away. So he's gone running down the tunnel. Now he starts hearing, you know, the sensors that the agents put down, don't they? You know, we're throwing them down. It attracts the supernaturals. He's ran over. He's destroyed one. He's realised what's happening. He's chased after Brett and his sister. He's screaming, no, no, no. Do you know what I mean? It's too little too late, mate. You know, they thought that they got away. They thought that they finally escaped and got out and they can run back to home. But no, as soon as they've left, they've come up onto the street. Boom, mate. They've been hit by a car. And it's not even Gerard that's driving the car either. You know, he said it once and he'll probably say it again, but the best way to take somebody out is to get somebody else to do it for you. Do you know what I mean? And after putting this plan in motion, it triggered, you know, Liam to lose his control. He started obviously howling, whatever you want to call it, roaring. His eyes was all yellow. His claws was out. The whole public was stood there. About 20, 30 people seen him in this state. Gerard was saying, look, mate, you know, every day is a new day. It's a new lesson with me, and you'll always get better at hunting, tracking down, and you're going to be the ideal person, you know. You're willing to take everybody out. You're learning. You know, you don't trust people. That's the best way to be. That's him. He don't trust anybody, not even his own son. Last time we seen them together, they was both pulling a gun on each other. So that's interesting. Speaking about Chris, you know, him and Melissa, we was wondering what's going on with their relationship. You know, we're seeing them kissing when the Ghost Rider was here, and then we haven't seen him really this episode, this season, or this side, so to speak, after that's finished. But she was in the hospital. She had to go and take like a skin sample of this dead burnt person that we thought was possibly Brett, but it's not. It seems like it's some mad supernatural that instills fear inside anybody who gets near him. So she went over, she couldn't do it, lights were flickering, she was panicking. She called Chris. He turned up. He tried doing it as well. He was sweating, literally. He was shaking. They had to do it together. Teamwork's a dream work. He had his gun out. He was shaking. She was like that, trying to get the sample, and she did. And then when he did do it, put it under a telescope, she was saying, look, mate, it's nothing. No molecules, no cells, nothing. No, I can't see it. It's just blank. I don't even know what's going on. It's not even possible. So again, that's really interesting. And then they've obviously gone back to the house. Them two are there. He's kind of said, I should have called you. She's like, yeah, I probably should have called you as well. You don't have to leave if you don't want to. And he kind of stayed and he was hugging. And I'm loving that side of the story. But then we've got Nolan, you know, the person that we seen the wolf come out into the woods, who was playing the cross in episode 11, I believe it was, and he was staring at him. He's obviously got talking to the guy that's been consumed by all of the spiders, and he's saying, you know, they're trying to instill fear into everybody else around the school about the supernaturals and that they're kind of bad. And he was saying stuff about, obviously, Corey, and he's gone down and he stabbed him. He's literally stabbed Corey, and when he's pulled his hand away, it was bleeding, and then when he looked at it, it wasn't. And everybody's seen that as well, and it's kind of like they're trying to get everybody to recognise the supernaturals, but kind of like turn against them and be scared of them. And so we've seen that with Liam, obviously, on the street, and all the public seeing him, and now we've seen it with Corey and the pupils in the library, and all them have seen it as well. And then obviously the rest of the episode, when he was walking past, everyone was staring at them and looking at them weird and judging them. So it's well strange, but I'm really intrigued to see how we go. So thanks for clicking on today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash the like, it really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into episode 14 of season 6 of Teen Wolf. Yo, that's crazy. Reckon he's going to turn into Spider-Man? You know what I mean? That's it. Your body's got no use for me anymore. That is mad, mate. Do you reckon he's going to grow a face or what? And he's got a flat tire?
Is everything okay?
Yeah, it's just a flat. I'll be okay, really.
Now, hold on. I think I found the cause of your problem.
Narrow.
Seen one of these before?
I knew it. Go on. Go on, love. Take him out. Yeah, that's it. Now run off. Oh, no better person to find you than the sheriff. She's in on it. I mean, come on now, that was no surprise. She wanted to smash Scott up, didn't she, when she seen him? Oh, what's happening with his eyes when he was in the woods, mate? She well wanted to go at it. But no, you know, I was going to say, what an introduction, mate, to a new character for the rest of the season. That's how you make an impact, isn't it? We don't know who she is, what her name is, what pack she's part of. All we know is she comes in, faced with, you know, the imminent death. And she comes out and she prevails. She smokes them all off. Nearly. And somebody who's supposed to be protecting her, protecting the city comes and she's the one that takes them out. Wound her.
I'm sick. I think it's the flu.
It's not flu season.
Then I probably have pneumonia.
All you do is pretend like nothing happened.
Pretend? I'm just supposed to pretend.
Think of it like when Superman gets caught with his glasses off. You know, he doesn't give up. He puts them back on and says, I'm still Clark Kent. Superman has to be Clark Kent. Spider-Man and Captain America.
Captain America's just Steve Rogers. He doesn't have to pretend. Everyone already loves him.
We are trying to save lives. Can you get up and go to school and pretend like nothing happened? I didn't really know Brett or Lori. And if you're afraid of seeing more of your friends die, you'll go.
Just the best way is to play absolute dumb, like you don't know what everyone's talking about.
He's one of them. What's he doing here?
Oh yeah, I can hear him.
What are they thinking? Letting him come to school.
It was late. It was pitch black out.
It was a clear night, a full moon, and a well-lit intersection. No, Clark Kent turns into a guy with a red and blue outfit and a cape. I turn into a monster with claws and fangs.
We know the truth. They didn't just die.
He was murdered, mate.
They were murdered.
The thing is, right, this goes back to what I was saying last season or earlier on in the season when Styles was forgotten about, you know, when he was taken. I said the best way that these guys can remember him, yeah, was to live their normal day-to-day life. Because by doing that, yeah, they would put themselves in situations where they'll think, oh, you should do this with somebody, or you should do this. And the same thing works exactly the same right now with Liam. It's not that it'll put him into a situation where people will start remembering. It's just that he just needs to be himself and live his normal day-to-day life. And the more people see that he is normal, for example, like, so right now there's a rumour going around. 2 people... They said sophomores from the lacrosse team or whatever seen him. I'd just call that BS. You know, I'd be like, why are you chatting, mate? Literally, why are you BSing, spreading rumours? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I would address that full on. And everybody else that's whispering, yeah, I would just let them whisper. Or I would just address it. To be honest, I wouldn't even care if people were saying stuff about me. The thing is, it's when it gets to you, you know. If he starts not coming up to school, it'll confirm what people are saying, the suspicions. If he lives his normal day-to-day life, something else will appear and it'll be a rumour, another one, another story, another thing will happen. Somebody else will do something embarrassing to school and the attention will shift away. It's just what it is. But if you start acting and being different to your normal day-to-day life, it just makes it so obvious. So you've just got to get on with it and be, like he said, Clark Kent.
When we took out the Hellhound, we thought that it was luck. But now we know that whoever this new hunter is, he has a teacher. Lydia, you know what's coming. We all keep using the same word.
War.
So what stops the war from happening?
Peace summit.
Right. We meet face to face with Gerard, find out what he wants, and then we stop all this before it gets any worse.
Even if he does agree, his terms might be difficult to...
That's why it's a negotiation. I don't expect to get anything without giving something up.
There's always casualties, isn't there, in war? Always casualty in war.
What's going on? Team meeting.
Smack him, Liam. Absolutely knock him out.
About how we don't want someone like you as our captain anymore.
Oh, how annoying is this guy?
Think you can take me?
I said, who called the meeting?
I did.
did.
I'm
Sorry,
stepping
Coach.
down.
We just voted Nolan to be the new team captain.
Which one of you is Nolan? How about a big hand for your new team captain, Nolan?
Wait, can you smell that? It's absolute shit running down Nolan's leg, mate. He absolutely crapped himself then, didn't he? He thinks he's a big man. Honestly, he might turn around right and be an alright geezer. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, I judge everybody on the now. And right now, he's pecking my head, mate. Literally. He feels like he's Billy Big Bollocks and he's not. And he just needs knocking down a few pegs, mate. I hate smug people. That's it. That's why I don't like Gerard much. But I do respect people that are smug and back it up. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, Gerard gets a bit of my respect because it's so annoying, but then he's so good at what he does, though. Do you know what I mean? Where this guy's just been annoying so far until he does something that's really interesting. Still feel like this guy's got a massive role to play with all those dead wolves at the start, but maybe not. But, you know, let it play out. But right now, he's getting too confident and somebody needs to knock him down.
I take it you're not here to rejoin the fight.
I want to propose a meeting. Negotiate a peaceful solution before this all goes too far.
Funny you say that, since the last bullet I took was fired by you.
What do I tell Scott?
You tell him to run.
Nolan's coming.
Worst office to go in, man.
I thought we had an appointment.
I'm kind of in the middle of some... I heard a rumor going around.
Well, what kind of rumor?
Some kids are giving you a hard time. You're gonna have to be honest with me, Liam. I need to know who's harassing you. You don't have to think of it as turning them in. I'm gonna need their names.
Yes, Liam.
What happened?
A branch in the woods.
Oh, right.
What were you doing in the woods?
Running.
From who?
Whom is grammatically correct.
Whom were you running from?
Are you gonna give me the names or not?
He's no snitch anyway.
Then I guess I can't help you.
It's mad how that got intense. All the books in the library was taken, wasn't it? That's too obvious. He's like, maybe somebody's writing a paper. That's what Mason said, innit? The whole shelf was gone. You know, she needed to do it bit by bit, one book at a time, bit of information here and there. But it's crazy how intense that got real fast.
I take it Gerard's not gonna meet.
He's not interested in negotiating.
What does he want?
Genocide. In his eyes, Scott has killed half his family, turned his daughter into a monster, and turned me, his only son, against him.
It doesn't have to be a fight.
Do you know something I don't?
Someone, mate.
Tomorrow, Monroe.
Liam, straight away, grassing her up, mate. We love to see it. How can you even describe that?
Someone said Miss Martin was looking for me.
I am Miss Martin.
Wrong, Miss Martin. Coexistence.
That's a bit of a challenge, especially considering people like you aren't quite the same as people like me. What is it you really want?
We want a peace summit.
Then you got your answer.
Which is why I'm asking you to convince him to meet.
I can't help with this.
Oh, Lydia, absolutely. Yeah, go on.
Meet with him. It's a trap.
They're so annoying. They're so annoying. Oh, they're so annoying.
In the middle of the tunnels with a werewolf hunter. You're gonna get yourself killed. We need you.
What do you mean?
I need you.
You know what I mean.
I'm kind of getting confused.
So am I.
I have to go.
Yo, I love Malia, me. Trust. Yo, we've seen this actually. That clip's happened before, is it not? Where have we seen it?
Who will let Liam join their group? You all have 1 minute for someone to volunteer, or the whole class fails the day's lab. Looks like you're not winning any popularity contests, so why don't you work alone?
What is the point of being in a position of authority and trying to stamp it down, right? And then literally your whole class just laugh at you. And they're like, right, pick a partner with Liam, otherwise you all fail. Nah, none of us are doing it. All right, I was bluffing. You're all still going to pass. Liam, work on your own. Do you know what I mean? What's all that about? But again, it's interesting because Malia and Scott, I'm a big, I really do love Malia's personality. Like, I actually really do. She's always made me laugh. I just think like it's a quirkiness, and she reminded me of Melissa so much of that scene last episode when he turned around to Chris and she was behind like... And then obviously he's just done it then, mate. Scott's turned around and she's like, oh, God. You know, and he's turned back and she's like, she makes you laugh.
But the body couldn't have moved because it's locked in a drawer. It has no skin or DNA.
thought we were here to talk peace.
I agreed to come. I never agreed on peace.
Scott, you must have known that was going to happen, so I'm not surprised, even though she's annoying. Technically, Cora can turn him invisible, can't they? Just walk past everyone.
This is crazy. We can take her.
They are invisible. They are invisible.
Turn around, turn around.
Oh, that was pretty good, that, actually. Yo, why is no one looking at Cora? Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is no one acknowledging the fact that he was just invisible and they're just going straight after Liam? And is it me that's not convinced that Nolan's scary? I don't know, man. Like, Theo, bit of a henchman, you know? If it was Brett, big dude. But, like, this Nolan guy, the way his personality seems like it's timid and, like, shy. And first looks can be deceiving, you know? Never judge a book by its cover. That is a fact. And we all should learn from that, even me. But what I'm saying is, off first glance, he doesn't seem the type of guy that you would be scared of. Like, Liam could easily take him without even doing his eye thing. We've just seen him kill a hellhound, pretty much, nearly. He left him to run off. And so he's strong enough.
Whatever he's told you, there's another side of the story. He's not the kind of person that you want to follow. He's gonna lead you off a cliff.
No one here is following me, Scott. I'm merely an advisor.
You're negotiating with me.
Just tell me, we don't have to kill each other.
That wasn't quite what I was hoping for.
People are dying.
They've been dying. We'll hunt you down until every single one of you is gone.
Tell me, what made you hate us so much?
The faculty meeting that ran late. We all heard it. When it moved faster than anything I'd ever seen.
Oh, she was still alive there. She don't realise that Scott saved her that day.
If one of us had been there.
You were there. You and the deputy, don't you remember? How many people had to die so you could keep your secret? Lying under those bodies, hiding and waiting for someone to finally find me. You shouldn't have come alone, Scott.
He did it.
Yes, Malia. Oh, God. I tell you what, can you see this here? This is my tiny violin for her. Literally, I'm playing it. Little bit of music ringing there. Literally, she's going on that it's Scott and all this problem, right? If it wasn't for Scott in that situation that she's just said that, I understand where she's coming from. She's blaming all Supernatural's fair play. Do you know what I mean? You was attached for it, you got an agenda, go for it. At least I understand your story. But what I'm saying is you're blaming Scott and you're blaming Parrish. But the fact is, if they wasn't there, yeah, you'd be dead. They distracted the beast from carrying on, taking everybody out inside that bus. So you're lucky. If they didn't turn up, you would be dead. And then, you know, she's blaming him for not going in. Can you really blame him for actually thinking that everybody was dead in there? Because I never thought, whoa, you know, somebody might be alive. I seen somebody get chopped in half and knocked on the floor. That's what I seen before he absolutely ran and leaped out the window after getting chased by Perry. So I thought everybody was dead as well. But, you know, I suppose you should never assume, but you can't blame him. The fact is he saved her.
What exactly is this faceless corpse gonna do?
Maybe it's just another thing that causes fear.
Like the rats and the wolves.
Take it, Liam. Take it like a champ. Look, he's hiding behind that guy.
What are you trying to hide, Liam?
Fair play. At least you've done something, Nolan.
Not come here to fight.
There's something else going on. We don't know what it is, but we promise you there's a bigger
Here
problem.
it is.
Son was one of them. His throat was cut and his head bashed in.
It's amplifying their fear.
But just listen to me. Something escaped the wild hunt.
Scott, it's here. It's here right now.
Come on, Liam. Control it, son. Just take the beating.
You know, you can take change.
I said that, mate. You can easily take him. Fair play, Liam, son. Big up Liam Dunbar, mate. It's just like a standing man. Go on, Malia. Look, straight at him. Where the teachers at?
Sometimes it's best to let them work things out on their own.
Oh, I hope she gets fucking knocked out as well.
What the hell is going on? Back off! Hey, get to the principal's office!
Well done, coach. Someone fucking responsible.
What the hell is this? Get out! All of you! Come on!
I can't believe you did that.
Clark Kent, right?
Clark Kent, son. Right, I'm sorry. I just want him to go in that classroom, right, and absolutely left hook that teacher. I just do. I can't believe that she wanted to see it happen as well. I want every single person that was stood in that room to get absolutely dropped off Liam at some point. Honestly, what I want, yeah, is something to happen where they need a supernatural to come save them. And all he does, he looks over, yeah, and just turns his back and walks off, leaves him. Go on, Jordan. Yo, look at this. That was mad.
They didn't come here to negotiate. You did everything you could.
God loves a try though, don't they? Oh, what's he thinking, mate?
Look, you took a beating. You didn't deserve that. I know I didn't kill them. Nolan's not the only one you gotta worry about now. He didn't just want you to shift in front of everyone to show them that you're a werewolf. He wanted to show everyone that you're the enemy.
That was what happens when a town is overrun with supernaturals. You gave the people of Beacon Hills what they've always needed. A voice.
Ah, she survived. Go on, love.
Who did this to you? A hunter?
A deputy.
They've got everyone.
Nah, mate. That is an introduction there. I said it. I thought she got took out, mate, but that is what you call an introduction. We was introduced a character that we didn't know, who was under pressure, had to fight for her life, and she scrapped and she fought and she scratched and she clawed, and she's managed to get out of there, mate. Like a cat with 9 lives, she's come here, she's found Scott. I don't know what's going on with that deputy. She has got the worst shot I've ever seen in my entire life, literally. She stood there right in front of her point blank and clearly missed. Wonder if she took the deputy out, though. That'd be interesting. But, yeah, you know, another one here. Now, let's be honest, right? We're on episode 14, so that means we've got 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 6 more episodes to go. And already, I know, mate, that my 3 people running for the most disliked character of this season is Nolan, Gerard, and the teacher. It's them 3. I'm tossing and turning every scene that they're in and thinking, oh, you're annoying. Oh, you're annoying. Do you know what I mean? Like, I had my small violin out for that teacher when she was telling us about that story. And Nolan as well, yeah. At least he went over and punched Liam at one point. He's been stood behind that other guy, the big dude, getting him to do all his dirty work for him. What's going on with everybody not acknowledging the fact that Liam and Curry was invisible and he threw some powder and they both become visible and no one even acknowledged it? They was just like, oh, there's Liam, let's go take him out. And then we get to the point where he's getting beat pretty much to death. He's there, he's beaten, he's bloody, he's like literally struggling, can't move. And a teacher comes in and he's like, sometimes you gotta let it play out. Yeah, just like you had to play it out in the class trying to make everybody pair up with him, otherwise it'd fail, and then you back down because you got dominated. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, she needs to get something as well. It happened in season 1 or 2. That teacher that got killed by Jennifer, actually, pretty brutal when he was tied up. But he had an agenda against Styles and he always wanted something to happen to him, and something did. And now I want something to happen to that female teacher as well. Coach is the best, mate. Literally, he takes no crap. He's gone in, sent it. He's done what a teacher should do. So it has been a good episode. To be honest, I'm actually really enjoying season 6. I'm not going to lie. I know it's kind of like, well, it is 2 different stories, to be honest. But both of them have kept me entertained. I don't know if it's because, yeah, like, I don't know. We had 3A and 3B, didn't we? I think it's because the full season's not 20 episodes, so you're not prolonging it crazily. You know what I mean? You got 10 episodes to do your bit, mate. Literally, come in, do the business, get you excited, smash it out of the park, and move on. And I feel like that's what we do, mate, with the first 10 and the second 10. And again, with all this chaos and craziness going on, we still haven't heard any of Styles and Derek yet, which is sad because I'd like them in the show, but it's a bonus as well because it's another side storyline that we still got to come. Yeah, we didn't need it yet because so much is happening. Okay, and that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks for checking out the channel today. This is episode 14 of season 6 of Teen Wolf, and it has ended pretty crazy, to be honest, honestly. Like, we have Parrish coming down here with the Faceless Man, mate. We started the episode kind of with him, the guy going in, fully consumed by the spiders, dropped it on his body, went inside of him, he sat up, he's walked off. Now, we're not really seeing him cause any kind of crazy destruction or attack any people, but what we have seen is him, like, appear in locations and amplify everybody's fears. That was happening in the tunnels just at the end there, you know. She had her preaching about the reason why she's here, joining Gerard, saying that you know, she was on the bus when the beast was killing everybody and it's all the Supernatural's fault, and we had the 2 guys behind her who lost their like children and that's why they're here. Those guys I totally get, so to speak, like they've lost the kids, they're going after it, but she's like blaming all of the Supernatural like community and people and everybody, that it's the reason why obviously she wants to go after them. But the fact is, yeah, I'm just going to give an example. So for example, the Beast, yeah, was trying to kill her, but Scott and Parrish, they was there, they saved her. If they didn't turn up, she would have definitely been dead. Yes, okay, she said she found herself under all the bodies, but it would have killed her. We seen somebody on that bus absolutely get cut in half, and the only reason why he wasn't carrying on his killing spree is because Paris and obviously Scott and the pack showing up and deterred him away from it. Now, it's just like real life. You have these crazy humans that think it's okay to go around and kill people for no reason. You know, they're preaching, they think that people should believe in this, and that people who are a certain race and gender deserve to die just because they dislike it. And that person there, that crazy human, is not the same as this normal human here who goes to work, comes back, supplies, you know, food on the table for his family, volunteers in his community and helps everybody. You've got two sets of humans. Both of them are humans. You got one crazy, one good. And it doesn't mean they're all bad because this guy is. And that is just the same with these supernaturals. Just because supernaturals are a thing doesn't mean that they're all going to kill everybody. Just because you was under the Beast, so to speak, like pile of bodies, doesn't mean that Scott, Malia, Parrish and Lydia are going to come and attack you. For example, Lydia, what difference is she from her? Okay, Lydia can kind of see she's a banshee. She can see like deaths and she's been to locations. So she can predict when someone's dying. But why is that massively crazy? Like, why is that like... Why does Disney need to die for that? Yeah, she can throw a sonic boom, but does she transition? Does she grow fangs? Does she kill people? No, they try and save people. So, like, her argument, I understand, but she's not got really concrete grounds. She's kind of like being manipulated and taken under Gerard's wing, do you know what I mean? And when you only get one side to every story, then you're going to get... What is it, mate? When you get like one side, then you're going to get somebody's own agenda, you know what I mean? Like, if you're just going to get pushed a certain bit of information, you're just going to believe it, whether it's true or not, because that's the only thing that you know. So, I mean, the more the season plays out, it'd be interesting to see if she changes sides or not. I'm assuming that she's not going to. I kind of want her to die, to be honest, not going to lie. Absolutely want her to die. And I want Gerard to die as well. Because I know it's season 6 and the show is ending, it'd be great if they all get smoked off, mate, literally. But really interesting. Obviously, we had to start the episode. We had this girl. She was fighting with all these people that was trying to kill her. Then the police officer come. I thought she did die, but no, mate. She's managed to stay alive again, which is really exciting. And turned up at Scott's place, saying, "Are you Scott McCall?" You know, the police are in on it. They got a deputy. Everybody's involved. You know, Liam as well. Big up to him. He didn't manage to reveal himself at the school. You know, he's getting beaten down and bloodied and bruised, and he managed to keep itself under control. Teacher come. She wasn't even bothered, mate. She wanted to see it. She was kind of like interested as well, and nobody even mentioned the fact that Enquiry is invisible. Literally not one person bat an eyelid at all. But I like the fact that Mason stood up for him, always trying to, and you know, they end up having a decent conversation saying, look, mate, you know, you kind of blame yourself for what happened to Brett and his sister and stuff like that, and you really just sat down and took that beating, which is fair play, it is. But I think that, as I was kind of saying earlier on in the episode, mate, you just got to be yourself and play out your day. Clark Kent, mate, literally. He's there, he's beating him, he wants him to get his eyes out, he wants him to display some sort of power, and he didn't. He just sat and took it normal and just shown it. And maybe people walk away from that engagement thinking, all right, maybe it was a bit of BS, you know, like we're going on that he's a werewolf and he's doing all this and that, but the guy's just been taking a beating and I didn't see anything. He just took it. If he was strong, maybe he would go after them, but no, he just got beat down by a normal human, so maybe he's not a werewolf. Do you know what I mean? It could have deterred some people away, so it's exciting to see, and obviously I can't wait to see the next episode. So thanks for checking out today's video. If you did enjoy it, please smash the like, it really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.